Hello everyone! Welcome to Don's PC Guide. In this episode, I'm going to show you the top 10 things that I think you should download for your Windows 10 PC. Okay, starting off with number 1, we have Autodesk Sketchbook. So the cool thing about this program is they have tons and tons of tools. Basically it emulates like paintbrushes or felt tip pens, whatever it is. Now, this isn't the most useful if you just are running off a regular PC, but if you have one of those artist touchpads or if you have a touchscreen laptop, it is a really cool program. So I have a Lenovo Yoga, so it comes with one of those styluses and it works flawlessly. It feels like I'm actually drawing with a whatever I'm using there. So it's pretty cool. So just to give you a little idea of what this program looks like, I have Autodesk Sketchbook up right now, and this is, what tool am I using? I'm using a marker. So we'll go to a pencil, it'll be a nice solid line, and then we got like our little eraser there. Obviously there's a ton of features I can't go through in this video, but I encourage you to check it out. If you really want a video explaining how to use this, just let me know in the comments below. Coming in at number 2, we have Audacity. So the cool thing about Audacity, I actually use it myself for my videos. I split the video and the audio apart, and I remove the background noise from all of my audio. You can record straight to this program if you'd really like, but I just import the sound and edit it on Audacity. This is completely free, and the nice thing about that is there's no features that are missing. Usually there's those freemium models, so you get that free program and you're missing out on most of the features. But this one is completely free. You get all the features, and I highly recommend their noise reduction. It works amazing. So here's what Audacity looks like when you actually download it and you're running the program. So I did a little recording of testing 1 2 3, and I'll just show you how this background removal works. It's really cool. So if we play it right here. You can kind of hear that background noise at the beginning. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little snippet here. We're going to click Effect, and then we're going to go down to Noise Reduction. Get Noise Profile, and then we're just going to select the whole thing, and then we're going to repeat the noise reduction. Now usually it takes a second when you click that button, but there it is.
Testing 1 2 3.
So with that one, it didn't remove it amazing. That beginning noise there, I think, was me breathing. So it's not going to do all of the background noise reduction, but it does work extremely well. Coming in at number 3, we have Microsoft Sticky Notes. So this one is actually available from the Microsoft Store, and it's really useful because you can stick some sticky notes to your desktop and it'll stay there until you delete them. If you're somebody like me, I forget a lot of stuff, and I live a pretty busy life. I have a lot of stuff to remember, a lot of appointments that I need to make on time, and if I'm late, I could get fired. We got to make sure that you get these sticky notes. So it's just an easy download, and you just click the button and it's working. So there's not a lot to get ready for this program, and the learning curve is very low. You just open it and you're ready to go. So this is what the program looks like when you're running it. So it's literally just a sticky note, and you can type whatever you want. So I'm just going to put test. And then if you want to add another one, you just click the plus button. It's easy as that. And if you want to color coordinate it, I know a lot of us were super organized, so that's not me. I just keep them all yellow, but you can pick whatever color of a sticky note you want. So we can get like a yellow, a blue, and let's go for a green. So it's a really cool application, and it doesn't use much of your computer's resources, so it's not going to slow down your computer at all. So coming in at number 4, we have OBS Studio. So this is an extremely popular program. It's completely free, and you can do everything from doing like virtual cameras, screen recording, recording yourself. Everything that I'm doing right now is on OBS. So I'm screen recording. I have my face on it, and I'm also chroma keying out the background from the webcam. So it's a really cool feature. It's completely free. It's super easy to use, and it's probably best if you're doing streaming. You can do some really cool stuff if you're streaming some games. Next up, we have VLC Media Player. So it's a really simple program. Basically, the only reason I'd get you to download this is because a lot of media players, they don't accept all of the file formats. So this one, it accepts almost every single one. I'm not going to name them all off, but I'd be extremely surprised if you found a file format that this can't play. You can also burn DVDs straight to your computer using this, and a lot of other features. It's actually really crazy. Now, I don't do a heck of a lot of watching any movies or videos or anything on my laptop. I usually just use it on my smart TV. It's got a little USB so I can watch stuff like that. But I do use VLC Media Player almost exclusively for Rick and Morty. So any Rick and Morty fans out there, drop a comment below. Coming in number 6, we have Recuva. So this is a really useful program and it's completely free. It's very useful if you've ever accidentally deleted an important file and you need to get it back. So what it'll do is it'll search whatever you choose. So you can choose to search the entire drive, or you can choose to search just little sections of the drive, which is really nice because if you've ever used one of these programs, sometimes it can take a really long time. So if you don't really know where that file was, it'll just take as long as any other program. But when it guides you through the wizard, you can find whatever program you want through certain file paths. And the way this program works is when you delete a file, you don't actually delete it. You just mark that section of your hard drive as available. So whenever you download something, it'll just write over that, but it doesn't actually delete it. So it is still there. This program will look for those kind of sections and it'll tell you if it's able to be recovered. It's really easy to recover a file if you just deleted it, but if you deleted it like 3 months ago, there's a good chance that you downloaded something or wrote over it. In that case, it won't be recoverable, and unfortunately, you're done for. There's nothing you can do. Okay, so this is what Recuva looks like when you just open it. One thing to note is you do need admin privileges to actually properly run this program, since it will be searching through the entire drive. You need admin privileges to access those other users' accounts as well. So we're going to click next, and we're going to look for some music files. So it'll also look for those audio files on top. I haven't actually deleted any, and I haven't downloaded any music before, so it's probably not going to find anything, but I'm pretty curious to check. We're going to look in the recycle bin, since that's going to be a smaller thing to search. And if you click this deep scan button right here, it will take an hour or more to search through your drive. It's just a little bit more thorough. So they recommend you run it without deep scan first, and then you try deep scan only if it doesn't find the file you want. So we're going to click start. It's quoting only 5 seconds to do this drive, so it's really quick, especially if you know the general location. There we go. So there's no files. I'm not too surprised about that. As I said, I haven't deleted any before, but if there was something, it would tell you if it was recoverable, if it was damaged at all, and if it was non-recoverable. So if you downloaded anything in between losing that file and now, it may have overwrit that file and it won't be recoverable. In number 7, we have Speccy. So this is a really cool program if you're just testing out a computer to purchase that's like secondhand or something like that, and you want to verify what parts are actually in the computer. The other thing that it's really cool for is it'll tell you all the temps, all the stats about the computer, all in one screen. So this is really useful if your CPU's been heating up a little bit, or you need to monitor some specs. So this is what Speccy looks like when you're running it. It's saying my CPU is a little bit warm. It also says I'm running Windows 10 Pro. It tells you my processor, how much RAM I'm running. It's a really useful computer program. As I said, if you're buying a used computer and you want to check to make sure that those components are actually in the computer. Be careful though, because if the person is really good at computers, they can program a different name for that. So just be careful with that. It's also good to check the serial numbers on all of the parts. Next up is Rainmeter. So if you ever had a Windows 7 computer, you might remember on the right hand side of the desktop, you could put like a clock, you could put the weather, you could put like the little sticky notes that I showed you earlier in this episode. Well, Rainmeter does just that, but you can put it anywhere on your desktop. So it's a really useful program if you just want to know the weather or anything like that. You can even see the specs of your computer. And you can download, there's tons of different skins that you can download to customize it whatever way you'd like. So it can look however you want it to be. So on the right hand side of the screen, you can see what Rainmeter looks like when you just download it. So I just downloaded it and ran it. This is the default skin that comes with the program, and it tells you like the day, the time, CPU usage, RAM usage, everything, and even the how much storage is on your hard drive. When you're downloading it, you'll see some links on the website on where to download some skins and how to load them. And you can basically get whatever widgets that you want just sitting on your desktop. It's really, really cool. Okay, coming in number 9, we have Flux. So if you're like me, you use your computer a lot at night, and that's really bad for your sleep patterns. The blue that is emitted from the monitor, it causes you to have worse sleep. Windows, they actually added in a little feature where you can click the button and it makes your computer a little bit more orange and a little less blue. Well, Flux, it's basically the same thing, but it has a lot more features in it. So with Flux, you can choose what time it changes, how orange it gets, and when it changes back. So with mine, I have 3 cycles. So there's the morning cycle, it stays perfectly blue. And then when it gets a little bit closer to bedtime, it turns a little bit orange. And then when it's really late, it's like really red, just to really take all of the blues out. And I found it actually does make a huge difference in how well you sleep. So this is what Flux looks like when you're running it. So when you're controlling it, it kind of shows you how red the screen's going to get. And you can choose the exact times where it does that switch. So if you run it a little bit, it'll run a preview. So it gets super red. And then it goes to a nice little blue there for the morning time. I actually don't know if this will show up in the recording. So I guess we'll find out during the editing phase. Coming up in number 10, we have Ear Trumpet. This is an extremely simple program that just changes the volume control app for Windows. So in the normal volume control, you click the volume and it's just this simple thing right here. What Ear Trumpet does is, I have it up right now, it will show you every single individual program and the regular audio control at the same time. It's just a prettier version of the audio control. Okay, I hope you like this top 10 video. If you want more, make sure to comment it in the section below. And please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more videos. Have a great day, everybody.